Hi guys, welcome back. So, let's go direct. If you can't use thought, in the absence of thought, in the absence of words, what are you seeking? There's no need to answer. And of course, we need to be able to, well, at least I need to be able to say something to you. There's just silence, isn't there? And if we take away the word silence, then what? Just it's so simple. And that, as we rest there, and this is a story, but it's all we've got. As you rest there in the wordless, there's an unfolding. This that we're pointing to, which is the wordless, just keeps revealing itself. That's all that happens. It's all that's happening for me. It's just unfolding, and very gradually. There's never been any big explosions. Never. It's all very, very increment, very, very gradual. So give up looking for the big Yahoo, the big explosion, the great experience, the epiphany. Maybe it exists for some, I don't know. But I think the preference is for it to happen gradually. If there's an explosion of this, there's often an oscillation and a confusion, and it can upset the system. Yeah. One of Charlotte Joko Beck's students, Charlotte Joko Beck, you might know, she was an inspiration of mine. Went to her and she said, I'd like to go off and practice loving kindness with another teacher. And Joko Beck said, fine, you do what you need to do. But remember one thing. One thing. He said, do not try to attain anything. And that really stuck with me because I was trying to attain. I was on the path. I was on the path to enlightenment. I was going to attain enlightenment. So the mind has a picture of enlightenment and what it is. So this is obviously not it because this has got books on the shelf. It's got an aching hip. It's not enlightenment. How can this be enlightenment? Okay? Scruffy top on. I'm not glowing with a golden aura. This is not it, obviously. Hair's falling out, going grey. Just look at like an eternal being, eternal glowing being. It's the natural state before we get lost in language. One of my inspiration, Emerson, he talked about how we get drunk on thoughts from an early age. And I think it's a really good way of looking at it. We get drunk on language, drunk on ideas, drunk on concepts. And this is really about sobering up. It's the natural state before we start doing something else, before we start getting involved. Blah, 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 blah. So let's go direct again. And there's no need to answer these pointers, these questions. They're just for us to rest in that something, nothing, something. just rest there. What's not a thought? Just rest there. Notice the mind might be trying to come up with something, some clever statement, some label. What's not a thought? Who are you without thinking? So be wary of looking for that big experience, the epiphany. I've mentioned it before, but it's very seductive. I did that for a long time, looking for the big experience, the Buddha with the golden aura. This is not an attainment. This is an unfoldment. It's a shedding. It's a shedding. It's an undoing, an unraveling, a disentangling, an untangling, whatever, whatever word works for you. That's what it is. It's a shedding of beliefs. Without language, what do you believe? There's obviously no answer because you can't. I'm saying without language. There's no answer. So you don't believe anything. You only believe something. Beliefs are thoughts. Repeated many times. You get a message from the world that maybe we're not good enough or we're whatever. And we take that message in, it's repeated, and there we are. I am that person. I am an anxious person. I'm the person who's not good enough. So it's simpler than simple. It's more simple than the word. It's before the word simple. What's before the word simple? Now, isn't that simple? But see what happens? The mind can't get this. The mind can't see this. And we're often using the mind to try and work it out, to try and picture it, to come up with an image, a label. See, a thought, let me put it another way. The description isn't the described. So a word isn't the actual itself. So the word cup, can you drink tea or coffee from an imaginary cup? You can do in the imagination, but would it sustain the body? No. Would the word apple, would that sustain the body? No. As one of my other teachers used to say, does the word fire burn the mouth? Does the word water quench the thirst? But there's an aliveness here. And that's just, remember, it's a label. Don't get hung up on the word. Don't get hung up on any words. Don't analyze these words. Don't think about them afterwards. Just go to the wordless prior to a thought. That's all you need to do. You cannot think your way to this. You can't think your way to something that already is. And nobody knows what this is. That's why I can't really tell you what it is. Because I don't know. It can't be known through words. I don't know what it is. And that's a relief. Okay, I think that will do for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.